It is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. Devin White, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. It's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run once more with McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Hey, 43, 15, yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. got 7 now as they kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or Week 15 when you've had a season?
Gets through, and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert on first down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The slot man in motion right. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes going to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now here's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch. Gain at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, McKinnon. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he goes out right around the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Herbert off of play action. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
A give, Eckler running to the right.
You ain't going over here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Boston.